Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
My name is Catherine, and today we have a very serious dialogue for you.
That's right. We are going to talk about a will and testament, the last will and testament of someone.
All right, so what is a will and testament? Well, basically, this is a document that someone writes, usually with a lawyer, that explains what to do with the person's body and their possessions, their things, after they die.
Right.
So many people write these, and the family will then use it to discover who gets to receive certain objects and what to do with this person's body.
Right. Exactly. So that is a last will and testament. We are going to take a look at an example of one so you would see more or less in English how one is written. Now, obviously, they can be very long and very complex. So we've taken one that has some interesting words there that are a little bit more specific, a lot of legal terms there. So why don't we listen to this dialogue for the first time, and we'll be back shortly.
Last Will and Testament of Luke Thompson. I, Luke Thompson, residing in California, being of sound mind, do hereby declare this instrument to be my last will and testament. I hereby revoke all previous wills and codicils. I direct that the disposition of my remains be as follows. I am to be cremated and taken to the summit of Mount Everest, where my ashes will forever remain at the ceiling of the earth. I give all the rest and residue of my estate to my spouse, Betty Thompson, should she survive me for 60 days. If my spouse, Betty Thompson, does not survive me, I give all the rest and residue of my estate to English Pod. If neither Betty Thompson nor English Pod survives me, I give all the rest and residue of my estate to my heirs as determined by the laws of the state of California relating to descent and distribution. I appoint Robert Porter to act as the executor of this will, to serve without bond. Should Robert Porter be unable or unwilling to serve, then I appoint Jason Smalls to act as the executor of this will. I herewith affix my signature to this will on this, the 23rd of May, 2010, in the presence of the following witnesses, who witnessed and subscribed this will at my request and in my presence.
All right, we're back. So now we're going to take a look at 5 key words on language takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Okay, the first word here in language takeaway comes from the very beginning of this, monologue. We're reading the last will and testament aloud. I, Luke Thompson, residing in California, being of sound mind. Sound as an adjective. What does this mean?
That's very interesting. So he says, I am in sound mind, and sound is an adjective to describe I am in a good state of mind.
That's right. So it means not having any problems or logical or unaffected.
Basically, I'm not crazy, right?
Right. I'm not crazy. I don't have any problems. We can say this about other things, too. We can say he's of sound body.
Right. That means that he is healthy. He has no problems with his body.
Or I could say, Marco, that's a really good decision. It's a sound decision.
So, again, that's also a way of saying good or...
It will work.
It will work. It's a good decision.
It's feasible.
Yeah. So you can use this adjective with sound body, sound mind, or a sound decision. Or sometimes some people even say, I think in Ireland, they say, oh, he's a really sound guy.
Oh, so he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I learned something.
So sound body, sound mind, sound guy. Moving on, he was talking about the will, and he says, I hereby revoke all previous wills and codicils.
The verb here is to revoke.
To revoke.
This is something that a lot of people hear in America when they drive their car too fast.
Yeah.
The police catch them, and the police revoke their driver's license.
And that basically means to take away.
That's right.
To take, right?
To take away from. So this man here, Luke Thompson, what he's saying is, I revoke all previous wills. That means any other will that I wrote before, it's not good anymore.
Right.
I'm throwing it away. This is the only one that will exist.
Mm-hmm. So you can use this word revoke with many aspects. For example, sometimes employees will get their benefits revoked by the company because maybe they don't have enough money anymore.
Or maybe they're bad employees.
Or maybe they were bad employees.
That's too bad.
All right, so to revoke. Now, moving on, he was talking about his estate. So this is very interesting because he says, I give all the rest and residue of my estate to my spouse.
Okay, estate, it sounds like a very fancy word. It is a fancy word. Sometimes we use this word to mean someone's property, their house. But in a will, this means everything the person owns. House, car, things, pets, stocks, investments. The estate is essentially everything the person owns as a kind of one unit.
Right, exactly. So anything that is yours or you may have bought, just consider the estate is a big bag, right? That's your estate. And inside this bag is everything that you own.
You might see advertisements, in fact, in America or in England for estate sales. This means that when someone passes away, when they die, their family will sell their things, and this is an estate sale. You can find beautiful, interesting things at estate sales.
Exactly. Very interesting. So that is a person's estate. Now remember, this is in the legal terms because you also have other things like real estate and, as you mentioned, which would be a house, right? Okay. Now, apart from his estate, he was telling everyone as to how they should take care of his body or what they should do with it. And he said, well, I am to be cremated.
Okay, this is important. When a person dies, there are generally two options. Their body can be buried in a casket in the ground. That means they're put in the earth. But a lot of people choose to be cremated.
All right.
Okay, that means that their body will be burned. And their ashes, that means the things that are left after they are burned, they will be taken somewhere else.
Right.
Like in a bowl or a pot.
Right. And in this case, that's what the person wants. He wants to be cremated. So that would be the verb to cremate. And the noun would be a cremation.
Cremation. And what is going to happen to all this stuff? Basically, it's going to be given away to his wife, to English Pod, and to his heirs. This is our next word. What is an heir?
Now, if you notice, the H is silent there. So his heirs. And those are basically his children. His daughters or his sons.
Right. My heirs are the people who are related to me, who, in this case, will receive some of my things.
Now, is it only the children, or also it could be maybe any other relatives?
It could be any other relative. You could say, I'm his heir, he's my great uncle. Means we're related, but we're not necessarily father and daughter or grandfather and granddaughter. An heir is someone who is related to the family. It doesn't have to be a certain relationship. And
now it's interesting because from this word we can get inheritance. Now we didn't find it in the dialogue. So it's very interesting because they're very similar in spelling, right? Inheritance and heir.
Right. Good to remember.
Yeah. Good to remember. You switch the E and the I's, right?
That's right. So inheritance is a thing. You can receive this. So I received an inheritance from my great-grandmother. That means I received some money or some things.
And that means you were that person's heir.
That's right.
Okay.
Or, in his inheritance, he received a large house. He was the heir to a great fortune.
Okay. Interesting. So again, inheritance wasn't in the dialogue, but I think it's worth mentioning. And I think now we can move on to 4 very interesting items that we have for you on Fluency Builder.
Okay, these first 2 are words that we normally read or hear in legal documents, and I want to place emphasis on the fact that we don't really say them in spoken English. So remember that these are more formal terms.
Yeah.
The first one is hereby.
Hereby.
I hereby declare.
Right.
That means now.
Now.
With this word, with this spoken sentence, this will happen.
I think we've seen it like in movies sometimes. It's like, I hereby declare this country in the name of England.
I hereby declare you man and wife.
Exactly. Okay.
That means in this moment, this happens.
Okay. And a very similar word that we also saw in the dialogue is herewith.
So in the will and testament, we hear Luke Thompson who says, I herewith affix my signature. That means with the action of signing my name, signing my signature, this will be completed. Okay. So I herewith, you have to have an action, not just a word.
Okay,
That's
so
the difference.
I herewith
attach my seal. Okay, a seal is like a stamp, very common in the old days when you had real letters. But I herewith attach my seal and give my approval to this document.
Okay, so it has to be something physical.
Yeah.
Right? So if maybe you're writing like this very classic letter and you say, I herewith include a lock of my hair.
Ooh, how romantic.
Okay, that's kind of creepy, but
Yeah.
but you're including or attaching physically, right?
That's
I guess the modern version of herewith would be attach.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Herewith, hereby. We've got another phrase here that you might hear more commonly. At the beginning of the will and testament, there's a phrase, as follows, okay? I direct that the disposition of my remains be as follows. So, with my body, do as follows.
So, basically, this is a very common way of putting this in a sentence to indicate that you're going to start to list items.
That's right, or give instructions.
Give instructions.
So, for example, to make a loaf of bread, do as follows. Number 1, get some flour. Number 2, add some water. So this is a way for us to say, listen, I'm going to give you instructions or a list. Pay attention. So please do as follows. Please act as follows.
Okay, very good. And our last word that we have here, going back to herewith, he said, I herewith affix my signature. What does it mean when you affix?
Okay, affix is a word we have a number of other words for these days, so you rarely hear it. It means to attach or to include.
Okay, so I herewith affix my signature would be attach my signature.
Right, I provide my signature, or I herewith affix my address, or I herewith affix something.
Okay, very good. Really interesting stuff. You'll obviously see this very commonly with legal documents such as these. Even though it is like older English, it's still very commonly used. I guess because the law is so old.
That's right, definitely. And I think that it's worth listening to today's monologue one more time. Think about some of the words that we've just discussed, and we'll be back in a moment.
Last Will and Testament of Luke Thompson. I, Luke Thompson, residing in California, being of sound mind, do hereby declare this instrument to be my last will and testament. I hereby revoke all previous wills and codicils. I direct that the disposition of my remains be as follows. I am to be cremated and taken to the summit of Mount Everest, where my ashes will forever remain at the ceiling of the earth. I give all the rest and residue of my estate to my spouse, Betty Thompson, should she survive me for 60 days. If my spouse, Betty Thompson, does not survive me, I give all the rest and residue of my estate to English Pod. If neither Betty Thompson nor English Pod survives me, I give all the rest and residue of my estate to my heirs as determined by the laws of the state of California relating to descent and distribution. I appoint Robert Porter to act as the executor of this will, to serve without bond. Should Robert Porter be unable or unwilling to serve, then I appoint Jason Smalls to act as the executor of this will. I herewith affix my signature to this will on this, the 23rd of May, 2010, in the presence of the following witnesses, who witnessed and subscribed this will at my request and in my presence.
All right, we're back. So this is a very interesting topic. Now, I wonder, within the will or within the estate, do you also acquire a person's debts?
Ah, that's a good question.
Because I know in some countries you do, in some countries you don't. I know in like some cases, some heirs have found themselves in some legal problems because all of a sudden they inherited that person's debts and stuff like that.
I think that does happen, especially for people whose properties are mortgaged. For example, if your uncle has a house and he didn't pay for it with cash, he has a mortgage, and he dies, and you inherit this house, you also inherit the mortgage.
Yeah.
So sometimes inheritances are not always a good thing. I think this happened more in the past. There are more protections and safeguards for people today.
Right.
But definitely, I mean, what is it like in Ecuador? Do people inherit debt?
Yeah, I think obviously most banks, when they give out loans or a mortgage, they have somebody that will kind of co-sign on these things. And I imagine, I'm not really very sure, but I know that if you inherit an estate that has a mortgage, you are forced to pay it. And if you can't, then they will make that other person who co-signed it responsible if he still exists. I don't know. In these legal systems, it's sometimes very strange because it seems like there would be a lot of gaps.
That's right, and everyone wants to protect themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got the bank that wants to protect itself. It gives a loan. It wants the money back.
Right.
And a person who wants to protect himself from maybe a relative who dies and has debt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know what our users have to say. What is the situation in your country? Do most people have a will and testament? What happens with debt?
Or what happens if somebody dies and they don't have a will and testament?
That's a good question, too. I don't have an answer for that one.
The cafe is loud today, but my mind is calm. I will do something important. I will make a will.
2 wills in one line. Future will and the paper will. My brain did a backflip.
Yes, first meaning I will drink tea. Second meaning the document about my things when I die. I am fine. I just want a plan.
A plan sounds wise. I never thought about this before.
Many people avoid it, but a simple will helps family and friends.
Teach me while we wait for tea. I will write notes on this napkin.
Step 1. Words. Estate means all my things. Money, bike, laptop, guitar, books, and even the small plant I forget to water.
The plant will inherit my pep talks.
Heir means the person who gets the things. An heir can be a sister, brother, friend, or charity. Spouse means husband or wife.
Good so far. Estate, heir, spouse.
Executor is key. The executor helps after I die. They follow the will, pay bills, and close tasks.
Who will you appoint?
Appoint means choose. I will appoint my sister as executor. She is calm and loves details.
I will practice spelling as we talk.
Another word is witness. A witness sees me sign and then signs too. They do not receive things. They just confirm the will is real.
I can be a witness. My signature will try its best.
Thank you. Some places need 2 witnesses. We can ask Sarah at the counter.
Noted.
Style matters. The will should be clear and simple. Use real names, not nicknames. Use short sentences. I hereby give my blue guitar to my sister, Amal Karam.
Formal but useful.
It means by this act, right now. Another word is revoke. If I change my mind later, I can revoke this will and write a new one.
Revoke equals undo.
Also, some papers say affix your signature. Affix just means attach, so sign here.
I will affix with steady hand and no coffee shake.
Now a mini practice. Ready?
Ready.
I, Luna Karam, hereby make this will. I appoint my sister, Amal Karam, as my executor. I give my blue guitar to Amal. I give my laptop to my cousin, Iman. I give my books to the city library. I give my plant to Liam Reed. I revoke any prior will. I sign today.
Clear and kind.
A will can speak love with simple phrases.
We fear the topic, but your tone makes it human.
Planning is a gift. We can also plan for hard times with gentle words.
What if someone argues later?
Keep language exact. Store the will safely. Tell the executor where it is. Follow local rules. The heart is simple. Be clear, be kind.
Note on my napkin. Be clear, be kind, keep it safe.
And talk with people. A will should not be a surprise. When I tell my sister, she will understand.
People think a will is only for rich people.
Not true. My estate is small, but it still matters. Small things carry big memories.
Like your guitar.
Yes, when Amal plays it, she will hear my laugh inside the chords.
That line will stay with me.
Another detail. If I leave percentages, they must add to 100. If I leave items, list them clearly.
Percentages are math, but we can do it.
If I have debts, the executor pays them first. The rest goes to the heirs.
Heirs, not hairs. I will spell it right.
Remains is another word. It means my body after death. Some people want to bury, some want to cremate. The will can include that, with respect.
I did not know that. It helps family in a hard moment.
Exactly. The will guides, so family does not have to guess.
What can we do here, right now?
Draft a simple version. I will write the key points in clear lines. Later, I will check the local rules and make a final copy.
I will bring a clean sheet of paper.
I will start with my full name, address, and today's date. Then each gift on a new line.
I will read each line out loud. Hearing the words helps catch mistakes.
After I sign, we will place the will in a folder at home. I will tell my sister and show her the location.
I feel proud. We turned a heavy topic into a quiet project.
Clear language helps most.
Give me your rule book in one breath.
Be clear, be kind, use real names, choose an executor, use witnesses, sign and date, store safely, tell people.
You sound like a gentle teacher.
The topic asks for gentleness. Fear grows in the dark. A plan turns on the light.
I will tape that line to my wall.
Now, hand me the pen.
Here you go.
Brave pen, brave plan. I will start the first line now.
One last check. Spelling of names.
Double checked. Amal with one L, Iman with an I, Liam with an L.
Then we are ready. I will warm up my witness signature.
Remember, you are a witness only. You do not get a gift for the signature.
I already got the plant. That is a gift and a mission.
The plant will test your patience.
I will say, grow, little friend.
The cafe music slows down. It feels like the room is breathing with us.
Maybe the room approves. Maybe Sarah is watching and nodding.
We can ask her after I sign. She can be the second witness if needed.
Your hand looks steady.
My heart is steady too. I am not afraid. I am grateful.
This is about care, not fear.
Exactly. Care is a quiet kind of courage.
We sit quiet for a gentle moment together.
The pen waits.
The page waits.
We breathe.
We begin.
The living room feels warm tonight. Grandma sits in her chair and smiles at us.
I brought tea and a blue folder with sticky notes. It says, Simple Will.
She looks calm, but I feel a little scared. Talking about death is hard.
It is hard, but love can guide us.
For now, we listen. Grandma wants a simple will, not a big speech.
The advisor will come soon. We can practice the words first.
Good idea. Estate means all the things a person owns. House, car, money, ring, photos, the old radio.
Heir means the person who gets the things. A charity can be an heir too.
Executor is the helper after death. The executor follows the will, pays bills, and closes tasks.
So Grandma chooses an executor. Maybe Aunt Lila. She is calm and fair.
Witness means a person who watches the signing and then signs. They do not get gifts from the will.
I can be a witness. My signature is ready and brave.
Brave signature. I like that. Revoke means cancel an older will.
Revoke is like pressing undo on paper. And affix your signature just means sign. Old word, simple action.
We should speak slowly when the advisor arrives.
Short lines, soft voice, and clear names. No nicknames.
Grandma once said, "Call me by my full name when it is serious."
Look, she is waving. She wants to start with wishes, not money.
Wishes first. She wants soft music at a small service. Maybe Uncle Sam's violin.
She also spoke about remains. Some choose burial, some choose cremation. She asked for a place near the tree in the family garden.
The will can mention that wish. It helps the family when the moment is heavy.
We should also list special items by name. The silver ring with the tiny moon, the photo album with blue corners.
Yes, list, not guess. Guessing breaks hearts. I remember when cousins fought over a lamp. A single line could have saved a year of silence.
Then we will use simple lines. I give my silver ring to Sophia Rahimi. I give the photo album to James.
I will wear the ring when I read bedtime stories to my kids one day. I will guard the album and learn the names in the photos.
The advisor knocks and sits. He lets Grandma speak first.
She says, I want a short will. He nods. Short is good if it is clear.
He explains the steps. Name, date, executor, gifts, witnesses, signature, then safe storage.
He asks whom she will appoint as executor. She thinks, then says, Aunt Lila.
He writes it. The executor must be organized and honest. That is our aunt.
He asks who will be witnesses. I raise my hand. He says, you can be a witness, but then you should not receive big gifts.
I can be a witness too. We can ask our neighbor Mr. Omar as a second witness. He is kind and steady.
2 witnesses are common. Use full legal names and addresses.
Grandma laughs. Write me as I am.
He gives sample lines. I hereby give my ring to Sophia Rahimi. I appoint Layla Rahimi as my executor. I revoke any prior will.
The word hereby sounds old but strong.
He asks about debts. Debts are paid first, then the rest goes to the heirs.
That keeps things fair. No one wants surprise bills.
He asks about charity. Grandma likes the library and wants to give a small gift for children's books.
If we use percentages, they must add to 100. Math is also love, he jokes.
He suggests we tell the family the plan now, so no one is shocked later.
The advisor leaves us a simple worksheet. We read each line with Grandma.
Full name, address, date, executor, gifts, witnesses, signature.
She climbs that ladder slowly. Her pen waits on the table.
She points at the blue folder. Is that for me?
Yes, I say. Sticky notes for each gift. We can write names now.
We write the ring to Sophia, the album to James, the radio to Uncle Sam, the garden bench to Aunt Lila, the tea set to the neighbor who returns cups.
We smile at that one.
Grandma closes her eyes for a moment. The house feels quiet, not sad.
I think about being an adult, holding love and law in the same hand.
I think about the future. A clear plan lets the future breathe.
She opens her eyes and nods. Write the line about the tree, she whispers.
I write, I wish my remains to rest near the old apricot tree in the family garden.
The words sit gently on the page.
Do we name the music? She says, violin for sure.
I write, soft violin music at the small service. I add, Uncle Sam.
We check the spelling and addresses. We keep it slow.
I read the lines in a calm voice.
She thanks us with her eyes. She touches the ring and the album.
The pen moves at last. She slowly signs her full name.
I sign as a witness. Mr. Omar signs next. 2 careful signatures here.
We place the will in the blue folder and in the drawer with the tiny key.
We text Aunt Lila, executor, tea tomorrow.
Night grows soft around us. The clock keeps a gentle beat.
We speak in low voices about small memories, the first bike, the summer jam, the apricot pies.
It does not feel like fear now. It feels like order, like care.
We sit with that feeling and let it fill the room.
The house listens. The tree outside listens too.
Somewhere, a violin is tuning.
Somewhere, a future child opens a library book and begins to read.
The page turns. The room breathes, and the future feels softly ready.
Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to our English lesson. And today we will talk about a serious life topic in very simple words. A topic that many families face. A last will and testament. And we will keep our hearts soft and our sentences short, because this subject can feel heavy. But we will move slowly together, step by step, with care, so you can listen, learn, and feel calm. Think of a will as a clear letter for the future, a document that says what to do with your body and your things after you die, and who should help with the work, and how to avoid fights, and how to show love to the people you leave behind. In this lesson, I speak to you like a friend standing on a stage, warm and honest, and I explain each part with simple lines, so you can understand right away, and you can say the words with me. Many people write a will with a lawyer, and they start with a strong line to show the mind is clear. I am of sound mind, which means I can think well. I am not confused. I know what I want, and I can choose. Sometimes they also say, I am of sound body, which means my health is okay today. But even if your health is not perfect, you can still be of sound mind. And that is the key idea for a will. A will often begins with a sentence like this: I hereby declare this paper to be my last will and testament. And this small word, hereby, is formal, but it is simple too. It means in this moment, with these words, I make this official. You may also see herewith in very old-style writing, like I herewith affix my signature, which just means with this action, with my hand, I attach my name to the paper to make it real. Some people add another line, I hereby revoke all previous wills and codicils. And revoke means to cancel, to stop old versions. So there is no doubt, only one clear will stays. After the opening, the will can say what to do with the body. These are called remains, and there are usually two simple paths. A person can be buried in a casket in the ground, or a person can be cremated, which means the body is burned and becomes ashes, and then the family can choose a place for the ashes. Some people want their ashes on a mountain summit, even on a high peak like Mount Everest. Some people want a quiet river. Some want a garden. Some want a simple box at home. And the will can explain these wishes in kind, clear words. The will also talks about things, about money, a house, a car, jewelry, a phone, books, a pet, even a little plant. And in law, we use one big word for all of this: estate. Your estate is everything you own, like a big bag that holds all your assets, and the will says who will receive that bag. Many people leave most of the estate to a spouse, the husband or wife. And spouse is a good word to remember because it is not gendered. It works for a man or a woman, and it is very common in legal talk. If a spouse dies first, the will can list backup plans. For example, if my spouse does not survive me, I give my estate to my heirs. And this word heirs has a silent H, so it sounds like heirs, and it means family members who can receive, like children or maybe other relatives. Some people also leave a gift to a school, a cause, or a company they love, And that is okay too. The will is your voice. A will also names a helper, called an executor, the person who will guide the process, follow the steps, and make sure the plan happens as written. To appoint an executor means to choose someone for that job, and you can pick a friend, a partner, a brother, a sister, even a trusted lawyer, and you can name a second person in case the first person cannot serve. The will often asks 2 witnesses to watch you sign and then sign themselves. And sometimes the paper says the witnesses subscribed in my presence, which is just a formal way to say they signed at the same time and place. In the end, you affix your signature, which again just means you attach your name and the date and the city where you reside. And now you have a clear plan for a hard day. Let us walk through simple language you can use in daily talk when this topic appears. Because people ask soft questions, and you can answer with calm lines. You can say, I made a will with a lawyer. I am of sound mind. I hereby declare my plan. I appoint my sister as executor. I leave my estate to my spouse and my heirs. I wish to be cremated. My ashes may go to a quiet hill. My remains should be treated with care. My pets should go to my friend, and my debts should be paid first. Maybe you worry about debt, like a loan or a mortgage, and you wonder what happens. And every place has its own rules, but the simple idea is this. Debts and loans are part of a person's estate too, and often the bank still wants payment. So the executor uses money from the estate to pay them, and then gives the rest to the heirs. Sometimes a house has a mortgage, and a person who receives the house must also take care of that loan, or sell the house to pay it. And sometimes a loan has a cosign, which means another person also agreed to help pay if needed. Your will can also protect people, like a young child, by naming a guardian, and you appoint a person to care for the child if needed. You can also list small gifts, like a watch to a nephew, a book to a friend, a guitar to a sister, a tiny plant to a niece, and these are called bequests, but you can just say gifts. If you want to change a will later, you can write a new one and revoke the old one. Or you can add a small paper called a codicil, which is like a short update. But many people prefer to write a fresh will so the plan stays clean. Some families hold an estate sale when a person dies, and this is a time when people sell items from the house, and it can bring money to close debts or share value. But it can also be a time of memories. In many places, a will needs clear writing, clear signatures, and clear witnesses. And this protects the plan from fights, because when stress is high, simple proof helps. Even the small formal words can help, like as follows, which you use before a list. As follows, my dog goes to Anna, my books go to Lee, my car goes to Ming, my photos go to Sam. And that tiny phrase tells the reader that a list is coming. Some wills include a simple letter to the family, with soft lines like, "Thank you for the love. Please take care of each other. Please forgive old hurts. Please celebrate life." And this letter is not the law part, but it is the heart part, and it can bring peace. I know this topic can make your chest feel tight, But learning the words gives you power and peace, and when we face hard things with clear language, we feel less fear. Let me share a gentle story to make the language real. A man named Luke lives in a small house in California with his spouse, Betty, and he writes a will to make things clear because he wants to protect Betty and avoid pain. He writes that he is of sound mind, and he hereby declares his wishes, and he chooses to be cremated. And he asks that his ashes be taken to a high summit on a mountain, because he loves the sky. And he leaves the rest and residue of his estate to his spouse. And if she does not survive him, he leaves the estate to people and causes he cares for. And he appoints Robert as executor. And if Robert cannot serve, he appoints Jason. And 2 witnesses subscribe and watch, and Luke affixes his signature with a calm hand in front of them on a clear May Day, and the paper is complete. This story shows the key lines without fear, and it shows how a will can be clear, loving, and strong. If you want to talk about a will with your family, you can use very kind sentences. You can say, "I want to keep life simple for you. I would like to write my will. I am of sound mind today. I hereby declare a few wishes. I appoint this person to help, and I only wish for peace." Your voice can be soft and steady. Your eyes can be kind, and your words can be short. Here is a tiny practice. Speak after me in your room, slowly and clearly. I am of sound mind. I hereby revoke old wills. I appoint an executor. I leave my estate to my spouse. I name my heirs. I ask to be cremated. My ashes may rest on a summit. My remains should be treated with love. My pets need a safe home. My debts should be paid. Thank you. I love you. Be well. When we meet formal words like hereby, herewith, affix, appoint, estate, heirs, executor, and revoke, we do not need to feel small. We can smile and translate them into simple talk. Now, with this paper, I make this plan. With this action, I attach my name. I choose a helper. I give my things to these people. I cancel old papers, and that is all. If you are helping a parent or a friend, you can keep a small list on a card. Full name, address where they reside, date, names of witnesses, and a calm plan as follows: body wishes, gifts, executor, and you can help them sign in a quiet room. Even if you are young, you can learn this language and help your family. You can be the calm voice in a hard moment, and that is a great gift. If someone in your life has different beliefs about death, be gentle with each other, because love is bigger than style, and a will can honor many ways: burial, cremation, ashes in a garden, ashes on a mountain, a quiet room with a candle, a small song with friends, and the words on the page can reflect that love. Before we close, let me repeat the core lines in a soft rhythm so they stay in your body. Last will and testament, sound mind, hereby declare, revoke old wills, estate, spouse, heirs, executor, witnesses, affix my signature, remains, cremated, ashes, summit, as follows: appoint, reside, subscribe, and peace. Now breathe in and out, and feel what we built tonight. Clear words, clear steps, warm hearts. You are doing so well, and I am proud of you. And I know you can use this simple language if life asks you to. And you can help your family feel safe, because your voice is steady, your plan is kind, and your English is strong. Keep practicing these small lines this week. Keep them in your pocket like little keys. And when you need them, take them out, turn the key, and open the door to calm. I am with you, cheering for you, and I believe in you. And now we step into the rest of the night with soft minds and brave hearts, ready for life, ready for love, and ready to speak with kindness and clarity when we talk about a last will and testament.